Morning, everyone. It's Monday morning, South Africa. Everyone's in good spirits after Friday's rugby match, where we beat New Zealand 35-7, okay? But I'm just gonna put this out there. Firstly, yes, records will show we gave New Zealand their worst beating in rugby history, okay? It was a 28-point deficit. But people need to come to realize that, that was their last game before the World Cup. Okay? And just putting this out there, okay, with exception to Lomax's injury, New Zealand, the All Blacks didn't throw everything at us. If you remember clearly in 2019, the opening game against the All Blacks, where they beat us 23-13. Okay, we didn't throw everything at them in that game. Okay, well, that's in my opinion. It didn't look like we threw everything at them in that game. And this Friday, there was an uncharacteristic performance against the All Blacks. Okay, so I'm also going to say the All Blacks didn't throw everything at us. There's much more in the All Black arsenal. I mean, come on, guys, it's the All Blacks. They are one of the most feared sides in the world of rugby. Okay, and then I also want to touch on the England-Fiji game. I want to congratulate Fiji on a historical win of the English. You guys deserve that victory. It's nice to see that there are tier 2 teams that are actually there putting their hands up. Not just to make a match look full, not to just be there like, make the World Cup look full. I want to congratulate Fiji. It was a treat to watch. It was a wonderful performance by the Fijians. I'll go as far as to say that was one of the best performances I've seen in the entire World Cup warm-up. It was wonderful. And it's good. It's nice to see that in actual fact that that Pool C in particular, it's not set in stone that pool will be Australia and Wales going through. You have Georgia and you have Fiji there now. Actually 4 teams that can possibly play in the quarterfinals over there. Okay, I want to say, that's a treat. And everyone that's saying, okay, having your top 5 sides in the world on one side of the pool, look, that draw is a face. I do agree, but it doesn't take away from the quality that we're going to get in the World Cup. In actual fact, this World Cup is now going to be, wow, amazing all the way through. Every pool is going to be entertaining. Every pool, it's... look, you're still going to see your 60, 70 odd point hammerings of them. I mean, if you look at Romania and Chile, okay, and Portugal, okay, no offense to those countries, they still need to grow a bit. They still have a couple of years to reach the level where you can compete with your tier 1 teams. And I say a couple of years, given if they get to, have a couple of an odd game here and there on a consistent basis against your tier 1 teams, But what this weekend has shown me, it's phenomenal, okay? People are fearing the Pool B being the fabled pool of death with South Africa, Ireland and Scotland. But Pool C is also up there. It's going to be... Pool C is, to me, Pool B is interesting, but Pool C, it's interesting in the fact that, you have to ask yourself, yes, Australia and Wales have deteriorated and stuff like that over the course of the last 4 years, but you also have the improvement of Fiji in particular, and you have Georgia who has proven that they can topple the tier 1 teams. Okay, despite them getting quite the hammering over the Scottish, That game was still competitive for the first half. I mean, they kept Scotland scoreless for 40 minutes. Okay. And I also want to touch on the statement that Rasmus said that the Scottish game is the biggest game on the pool. Look, it seems like the biggest game on the pool because it is your next match. You know, it's your opening game. You know, it sets the tone for your World Cup. Okay? With the exception to 2019, your opening game of the World Cup, your first match, sets the tone for your World Cup. And yeah, we made it. We finished third in 2015. But you could see in that 2015 opener against Japan, we weren't going to win that World Cup. We weren't. Okay? So it sets the tone for the World Cup. Okay? Which is why I also agree, yes, to some point. That match is your focus, you know. And Scotland's also your tier one foe. Okay? And yeah, we beat the All Blacks 35-7. Congratulations, boys. But that's not the World Cup. I want to remind every single Springbok rugby fan in South Africa, that match against the All Blacks wasn't the World Cup. If you had those two same teams, same selections, everything, play in the World Cup, it would have been a much closer and another contest, I believe, personally. Okay? And guys, it was one rare big harding that the All Blacks have received. One rare harding. If you can do that on a consistent basis, you are the best rugby team in history. Hands down, if you can beat the All Blacks like that consistently, you are the best team in history. Okay? And I can already say, no, there's not a team on this planet that can do that consistently. Beat the All Blacks 35-7 on a consistent basis. You caught the All Blacks on an off day and the All Blacks weren't playing their full deck of cards. Okay. And look, I'm not making excuses. I'm a South African. Okay. But remember one thing. Just a couple of weeks ago, we got beaten by the All Blacks 35-20. That was hammering as well. And also over here, and the All Blacks did that to us with only one. We only had one yellow card. The All Blacks were carded 3 times. So yeah, you know, that is, you know, there is, you know, debate in that. Anyways, guys, please let me know what you think in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, like it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will be posting reviews on on most of the games this weekend, the ones that to look at. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy the rest of the week. Bye.